Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Oracle reading. Our Oracle card for today belongs to the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle by Kelly T. Smith. The card for today is entitled Empath. So just by the title of the card, we know already that this card is dedicated for empaths and highly sensitive people. However, it can be also applicable for those people who are compassionate and who are in certain works or apostolates that are related to helping other people, especially those who are in need of assistance, those who are victims of injustices. Okay, so these are those who are light workers, those who are counselors. So in a certain sense, we can expand the scope of the card to those people who are in services that are related to journeying with people and being in solidarity, especially with those who are usually excluded from the society. Now, empaths are people who are highly sensitive to the point that they could put themselves to the shoes of other people. In fact, they are highly sensitive to the point wherein sometimes the emotions of other people, somehow they tend to absorb the emotions of other people, and somehow they feel as if the emotions of other people are also their own. So these are the things that the empath need to protect themselves from. Now, there are two major energies or emotions. We can refer to the emotions as also energies coming from other people. Now, if it is a positive energy, it's no problem because the positive energy has also a positive effect to us. For example, not only on empaths, but if there is a highly motivational person, their positive energy usually rubs on to other people, and it affects empaths very strongly. So if there is a positive energy like being proactive, if an empath absorbs it, it's okay. It makes the empath more proactive also. If it is a positive energy of jubilation, positive energy of compassion, of loving, these energies, even if they imbibe it, in a certain sense has a positive effect on the empath. And usually empaths are also positive by nature. They are, because they feel the experiences of other people more deeply, they are less judgmental of people. So they are usually able to overcome the tendency to be prejudiced on other people. So because they understand what the other people feel, so they are less judgmental of people. They are less oppressive. They are they have less shoulds and shouldn'ts. They have a tendency to allow people just to be themselves. So usually empaths are people who just live and let live. They allow the people to just evolve on their own time, on their own pace. So they accept people in all their good and bad sides because somehow they understand what these people are undergoing through. So they are less judgmental. They are less demanding of people. They are more understanding of people when other people have anger and other things. They tend to be less strict with regards to having an opinion towards other people. They always give people the benefit of the doubt. So by nature, empaths usually are positive by nature. And so when they receive positive energies from other people, it's okay. It enhances their compassion. It enhances their being humble and less judgmental of people. What the empaths need to be careful of, and it's easy for them to identify when they are absorbing negative energies from other people, or they are taking into themselves the negative emotions that other people have. Because usually the positive, no problem. And usually the positive are usually what empaths usually also have. What happens is, it's easy for an empath to somehow gauge if they have already absorbed negative emotions coming from other people. It's when they start to notice strong negative emotions in them, when they find themselves a little bit more prejudiced, when they experience emotions of prejudice, emotions of anger, emotions of strong emotions towards violence, strong emotions of despair, emotions of sorrow. These things usually, the empath, when they experience these things, they need to take a pause and try to see what happened in the previous past that made me absorb or have this kind of emotions. So strong negative emotions are already sort of warning signs for an empath to take a pause and try to see, maybe this is not my emotion, because empaths by nature usually have positive emotions. So when you have these negative emotions already, whether it's being despair, incapacity, or incapacity to do things, or anger, or prejudice, these things. Now, when you start to have these emotions, you have to take a pause, because most likely these are emotions that do not belong to you as an empath. And you need to release these emotions, because taking them in will have negative effects, not only with the way you deal with other people, but also it will cause certain changes inwards in your inner life that will have negative repercussions on you. So you need to constantly be aware. Now, that's why empaths need to have regular moments of cleansing, regular moments of letting go of negative energies. Now, there are two ways of doing it. The empaths should have two approaches when regards to this. One is as the need arises. So when you start to notice yourself with negative emotions, then you need to take a pause and cleanse yourself. The second one is regularly, each day, at the end of the day, you need to cleanse yourself. Even at the start of the day can be also a good way, so that you can start the day with positive energy, not encumbered by any emotions coming from other people. So what happens is, it's good to have a regular one wherein maybe at the start of the day and at the end of the day, to assess the energies or the emotions that you have within you, and if necessary, to cleanse yourself from these things. Regular cleansing practices also can help. Now, the other one is as the need arises. If, for example, you were very happy and then suddenly your emotion changes, then you need to take a pause. Maybe you already have taken in energies that are negative from other people, so you need to take a pause. And other signs that you might have taken in negative emotions or energies from other people is when you feel drained. Now, this one is a little bit different, because it can be also that you might have encountered people that have drained you of your energy. Empaths are very sensitive. They tend to, their energy tend to interact with other people's energy. And so other people that interact with them can drain them of their energy. So that can be also. Or you can get the negative energy of other people. And if it's a negative energy of depression or being drained, you will also start to feel that way. So it's not only the anger emotions, it's not only the depression emotions, but when you feel drained and you haven't done any physical activity. So when you feel drained energetically, that's another time also for you to take a pause and maybe to cleanse yourself and recharge yourself. So these are just some of the things that you need to see. Another thing is also, an empath should also be sensitive with the environment they are in. If they feel that the environment is draining them of the energy, and empaths usually also not only feel being drained in certain areas, but somehow they have a feel, especially those who are highly sensitive, they get to feel the main energy of the environment. If they feel that the main energy of the environment is not helpful, then the empath should, or the highly sensitive person should take a pause and withdraw from that environment that they are in. which they feel is not healthy. Also, you get to know people who are constantly draining you of energies, those people who are constantly filling you up with negative energies. Then you also need to have good boundaries against these people. So these are just part of the things that the empath should know. Another thing that empath should know is to have certain rituals that they do. One, in order to cleanse themselves of energies. Two, in order to replenish themselves of energies. And three, to constantly charge themselves with the presence of the divine and your spirit guides. So in a certain sense, these are some of the things that an empath should always know. Three possible things that you can do with regards to cleansing. You can do it at the start of the day or at the end of the day. The best one is shower. Why? When you take a shower or you take a bath, you don't have to use visualization. You don't have to do meditation in order to cleanse yourself. The water itself will remove all the negative energies from you. A salt bath can also help, or just staying in a bathtub and just relaxing yourself can also be helpful. The physical taking a bath is already a cleansing process. Now you can add two other things that you can do, and that is, these two things can be sort of like a visualization. For example, whether you're taking a bath or just sitting down, you imagine water coming from above, slowly covering your whole body, and as they cover your body, they slowly wash away all the negative energies. So if you're taking a bath, every time you pour water into your body, you slowly remove all the negative energies. You can add that visualization that every time you pour water, all the negative energies are being washed away. Another thing, visualization that you can do is imagine that there's a light about 6 inches, white light that is about 6 inches above you, and allowing this light to fill up your body from head to toe and replace all those negative dark energies out from your body. Another visualization method that you can do is you pretend yourself as a tree, and your roots will go straight to the center of the earth, to the heart of Mother Earth or Gaia, and that root will embrace that heart, and all the negative energies will go down through your roots into that heart, and then you replace it with the light from above. You replace your body and fill your body with that white light. That's another visualization that you can do. Now, you need to protect yourself before going out to the world. The easiest way is, this halo. Usually they say the halo is the one that is located on our 8th chakra. The 8th chakra is located about 6 inches above the top of our head. Now, you imagine a white light there, which usually artists would depict as halos, no? And then you reach out with your hand, expand that white light to cover your whole body, and somehow you are already covered with a protection of white light before going out and interacting with the world. So after the cleansing, you can also visualize it that way, wherein you cover yourself with white light. There are many other ways that you can do, but these are things that you might consider with regards to protecting yourself. An empath needs to constantly cleanse themselves, they need to constantly recharge themselves, and they need to constantly protect themselves. Crystals can also help. For example, in your room, you can put protective crystals such as obsidian, tourmaline, hematite crystals. You can put it in the different corners of your house or your room, and even at your doorposts, even your windows. So these are things that you can do, or you can even create a crystal grid. These are different ways of you protecting, or you can cleanse even your areas with the sound of a Tibetan bell or a singing bowl or even incense. So Palo Santo, you can do all these things in order to cleanse your area. In a certain sense, these are just some of the things. Ritual has a way of giving us also a positive energy. So it's good for us to develop certain rituals or certain routines for us to constantly provide a healthy environment for ourselves and also help ourselves maintain a healthy disposition so that we can continue to be of service to the world. Now, let us try to read from the handbook that accompanies this card so that we can gain more insights regarding empath. You may be confusing other people's energy with your own. This card shows up for you today to remind you that you are a highly sensitive person, and it is easy for you to get lost in the emotion of others or emotions of others. You have the amazing gift of compassion. You can energetically walk in other people's shoes. The downside is that it may be difficult to distinguish your energy from someone else's. If you are not aware of this, you could even take on the energy, emotions, and problems of other people. Everything is made of energy, and you have the ability to read it in a very powerful way. This truly is a gift. At the same time, if this ability is not used correctly, it can feel like a curse. Learn about this gift. Seek guidance and read books so that you can develop it in a way that it can be used for the highest good of yourself and those around you. For example, you can neutralize your tendency to absorb others' energies by setting a powerful intention to be aware of this energy but not take it on. Do energy checks often, asking yourself if this emotion or feeling is yours or if it is a product of your environment or the people around you. Be willing to let go of all energetic feedback that is not yours. Send love to it, then gently release it. You have your own emotional energy that needs your love and attention. Intuitive life coaching questions. In what environments or situations do you feel the most sensitive, the most energetically drained? What is your new intention in regard to your energy field? How can you begin to set some energetic boundaries today? Well, that's it for today. I hope you were able to gain some knowledge on distinguishing whether the energies or emotions you have belongs to you or not, and also how to protect yourself from these energies, how to cleanse yourself from these energies, and how to recharge yourself with a better positive energy. So, thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel, and thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again in our next videos. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.